Steve, you're always talking about how our privacy is something that
I hate it, Tiff. I hate it.
Be concerned with.
Our privacy is being fucked with. You know that.
What do you
Conspiracy Buzz knows this shit.
Oh, well, I mean, I was wondering where, what area?
No, our privacy is fucked with constantly.
Yes.
Because we give it away. And we openly give it away all the time.
That's true. I want to be like protected, but then if Apple makes me sign like a new like updated thing, I just don't read it. I just say I agree.
Or even because the people we vote for all the time, no matter which party, they all go for the fucking spy bill.
But I will get mad about it.
True.
Yeah, and facial recognition. Who did they sell my face to? I know y'all sold my face to somebody.
And your thumbprint. They got it all.
Absolutely. You know what my worst nightmare is? Getting arrested for something, or not getting arrested, but having my mugshot like all over, or like my picture, but it's not like. It's not a mugshot. It's just like a really bad angle of me from the iPhone because it's all they could get.
That'd be horrible.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's like my worst nightmare.
Well, yeah. So this guy named Zachary, he was viewed as a prime suspect for a burglarized home because of the fact that he was just doing his typical bike ride past this home around the same time that the burglarizing was happening. And the reason why...
A lot of burglars use bikes, by the way. That's a hot tip. Seriously.
I'm going with it. Anyway, so then the reason why they called Zachary in is because he had an app that was tracking his run, or like his bike rides with Run Runner.
Well, thank fuck for that.
Runkeeper. And
Excuse me.
it's the ball, damn it. Okay, but because of that, that's when the police, they're able to work with Google, or like send in a warrant to Google and pretty much cast this really wide net called a geofence warrant. And that's when the police are requesting certain data from Google, and whoever uses Google's services will be in this data if it just so happens to like fall under these certain
Criterias.
And so that's when Zachary's stuff popped up, and he was like, what the fuck? I didn't even burglarize his home. I was just riding my bike. But because of the fact that he rode it a couple times, like rode past it a couple times, he was viewed as a prime suspect. And luckily nothing happened to him because he was able to get a lawyer really early on in the case before Google gave the cops any actual information about him. It was just the device. And Google has this policy that sends a notice to whoever is getting looked into, so that's how he was able to hop on it really quickly. But
So he had a Google device, not an Apple?
well, I guess
Because Apple, I know, says no to the government all the time. Yeah. Which I love.
Well, probably because they want more money for it. That's what the fuck I would do. I'd be like, you want this data?
Billion.
50 billion.
50 billion. Wow.
Now it's 50 billion.
500 billion.
Yeah, absolutely.
5,000 billion.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah,
5,000
fuck you.
billion.
Give it to me.
Make up a number. Make
Give
up a
me
number.
500 billion billion.
500 trillion?
500 trillion billion.
The whole government deficit. Pay
Give
me
it
that.
to me, bitch.
Ah!
Pay the deficit.
Motherfucker, I know you can.
Print it.
Pay the deficit that you can afford to pay.
Yeah, so the thing is, it was that he was using this exercise tracking app, Runkeeper, to record his rides, right? I said that. But then the app relies on his phone's location services, which he uses through Google. That's how he did it. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty scary times because now he's saying like, yeah, these services.
Yeah, I don't see him climbing through a window.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Yeah, I'm like.
Dude, wait, so you're telling me my man got an email from Google that said, you are being looked into by the FBI. And he immediately got a lawyer. I would have thought it was spam.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Well, it's because there was like some sort of like a case number kind of thing where he was able to look into it, and then furthermore he found out that it has something to do with burglarized home, and yeah, he ran the steps and he was able to get out of it, luckily. But I guess this article is out just to kind of say like, hey, you know, maybe there should be some more precautions around this because a lot of innocent people are getting caught in this giant cast wide net.
What if it was all decentralized, right? What if there wasn't one entity that could pull your information, and instead of that, you could go on your jog or your fucking run or whatever, and the app is still sending you data, but there's no one place to audit or to go to say like, hey, we're seizing your records, so you have to give it to us.
Or what if like
That's what the fuck crypto's about, baby.
For
Let's go.
him, he could have like gotten a notification. It's like, hey, there was a burglary. Did you do it? And you can just hit yes or no.
That's
and
true.
that'll
I
help.
agree.
Yeah,
I don't
think
agree.
that it would be a lot more. I think that'd be a lot
you
easier.
go.
That's what he gets for going outside.
That's what he gets for exercising.
Yeah, I keep on fucking telling you guys, just stay inside and be lazy. You don't fucking listen to me, dude.
But we have to decentralize the internet. That's what I think.
How exactly do we do that?
Well, it's already done, right? So in a lot of cases, like for example, Bitcoin, the way that Bitcoin works, right? It's all decentralized. So you don't have to ask an entity if it's okay for you to make a transaction with two people. You can just do it.
Yeah.
And there's no permission. It's a permissionless based system.
That's right.
So if you could do that with an app like a map that tells you how many miles you ran, you don't have to go to one entity. There is no one entity. It's all actually backed up by many different places at the same time. So there's no, just like the internet is. So you can't like attack the internet at one point because the internet can't be taken out at one point because it's hosted so many places. That's the same thing as this. It would be hosted so many places that you can't go to one place and just say, give me his data. And that's what we all need. That's actual privacy. Actual
I
privacy.
love it when
Otherwise,
conspiracy Boze gets
otherwise
to
we
sit
have no
back.
fucking privacy at all, which is how it is.
I'm
right
glad I bought tickets to this TED Talk.
now. Deal with it. It's true.
Exactly. That's what I thought of you when I was reading this. I'm like, Steve is gonna get it.
It drives me crazy, man. It drives me crazy.
And you have an Android?
I have an Apple phone,
You
man.
look like an Android guy.
No, well, I would love it. I prefer Google anything.
He is a PC guy.
I'm a PC guy.
I prefer PC and I prefer Android, not Google anything, but I prefer Android. But prefer does not mean I love.
Yeah.
It's just about like privacy in general. And actually Apple not cooperating with the government on many cases, I like that about Apple. But what I hate about Apple is it's basically a closed
And
system.
now you're obsessed with your Apple Watch.
Well, I know. I like all the fucking info
Yeah.
because I'm working out and shit with it. But what sucks about it is that somebody could take that data and use it against me or anything.
Oh, this guy likes to run, huh?
No, I hate running.
No, he does not. They'd be like, oh, this guy does not like to run.
Or like they can check out Steve's max speed on his watch and they're like, yeah, he didn't do it.
They would see that I'm very fast, actually. I'm very quick.
Very strong.
You
Have you
look
seen those
nimble. I
guns?
don't know about quick. I don't know about.
Very fast.
I want to race you in a 5-mile race.
Huh?
I want to race you in a 5-mile
No,
race.
I'm good. I'm not that fast.
Die in a 1 mile race.
I walked that mile in high school.
Let's do a 250-foot dash.
That I can do.
I like how they're collecting all of this data on it. Like, Apple could literally clone me at this point. Like,
Pretty much.
they're collecting all this data, but the first thing they do with it, they're like, all right, how do we generate more sales? More sales,
true.
sales, market it, sell it, buy it, shop it, ship it, love it. That's the first fucking move, and now they're like, okay, government stuff. I feel like there's
It costs too much money to clone.
so much more productive things that you could do.
Dude, Apple has all my pictures. Otherwise, I'd be off of it already.
That's why I don't send nudes.
Don't send news. But
That's
also, I
right.
can't get my fucking pictures, like, just...
From the cloud?
No, I can't, like, if I get a new phone. You can't get those pictures from the cloud.
You can, you just don't understand how.
I don't understand.
You can just do it. You can save it
I
to a
don't know,
computer
it's kind of
or
bullshit because I
a thumb drive.
recently I got a new phone. I downloaded my cloud photos, but all my videos, they don't work.
You gotta download. It takes more time to download the video.
Why don't you just ask
And
the
by the
guy, your FBI guy?
Oh, I should.
By the way, if you delete a photo from Apple on your phone, it deletes it from the cloud. So fuck you, Apple. Fuck you so much.
It's like, why? Why does it have to be connected? Because
Right.
then I have to have memory for my phone,
And that's what
I
it
have
was
to have
upgraded.
memory for the fucking cloud.
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, guess what? Pay $2 extra and you can upgrade your memory so you can use your camera again.
I don't upload anything to the cloud. I don't
Nice.
trust it.
What do you put in?
I just delete it, or I get a smaller phone, a tinier phone. Who needs to keep those memories?
Yeah, you don't need
forever?
those memories.
Just create.
Hey, those
new
memories are just gonna fuck you later on anyway.
Yeah, they are. What are you gonna do? Cry about it? Look
No.
back on the past? Remember the great times,
over the
better
past.
things? Fuck that shit.
Typically, what people do.
Delete it.
Okay, delete it.
Delete
Yeah, just
it.
delete this
Move
shit.
on.
Move on to
Move
here,
on.
Jesus Christ. You're living in the
I
past.
have a whole
here.
trunk full of daily journals that I've kept since I was 15, and they have printed pictures in them. So I guess I could delete my cloud.
Move on, Nikki.
I like documenting.
Move on.
Move on.
Scrapbooking and everything.
I love
Oh
documenting.
my God! In another life, you were such a cat lady.
She's still in this life.
Still.
My goal is to get a big enough place where we have one level that's just cats.
That's gross.
You're gross. The North Wing. Tahir. It is.
Oh, you've seen it. You've seen it.
And then they stop. And they start licking themselves again. Like, that's exactly why you're doing that.
Yep.
He doesn't like
Because they're scratching the roof of their mouth while they're doing it too.
No, they look drunk as fuck while they're doing it.
They're like this.
Yeah, the tongue is.
It's like, all right, get it out, man. Shit, gaze the room. This is not the time for this. We got
I
company.
know, and then why does my cat always need to do that on the goddamn carpet?
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't dogs pee everywhere when you're like training them?
I hate dogs too.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I'm not a fan of anything that's not bringing in money in my house.
Yeah.
Like my daughter's dog, I don't walk him, I don't feed him, I don't water him, I don't do any
water.
Have you told your daughter to put him on Instagram?
What?
Yeah. Have you seen that? It's an industry, man.
I don't know, man. I don't.
I wanted to go blind in another video because he doesn't want to see anything.
You never heard of No Grumpy Cat before?
Yeah, but I literally don't think about this dog. He never comes out when I'm home by myself, which is perfect for me because I don't ever want to interact with this dog. Like I'm not a fan of anything that you got to take care of for life.
What's the name? What's the breed?
Yeah, you have a daughter.
Well, she's gonna get old enough to get the fuck out of my house.
True.
We can help out occasionally, but yeah.
You have to take care of the daughter longer than the dog lives. A dog lives like 15 years.
But in theory, he has to take care of the dog 100% of the time, whereas with the daughter, he only has to take care of her for 27% of the time, and I like that.
And not only that, like she got old enough to like learn how to cook her own shit. She walks to school on her own shit. She basically just needs some money every now and then and a couple of hugs and shit. She's straight. But the dog, you always have to pick his shit up.
Yep.
Like he never gets old enough and he's like, oh man, I'm gonna be responsible, pick my own shit up. That never fucking happens, man. Fuck dogs. They suck. And dogs, you can't leave them alone. Like cats, you can leave alone for a couple days. They be straight, long as they got food or water. Man, but dogs, man, them motherfuckers be what do I do?
Yeah.
What do I shit? You know what? This carpet is fine. It's like, man, fuck this dog, man.
You know what? They might know more than you think. Earlier, I saw a tweet that really got me thinking. It said some shit like, what if cats and dogs can really talk? They just choose not to.
Oh man, my cat will talk so much shit with the things that he's seen.
You guys want to talk about freaky shit? Man.
Our cats watch this fuck all the time.
And I just imagine cats or dogs would have exactly that voice. Like the worst, creepiest voice.
And they be smoking too. Like, man, I done seen some shit, man.